What's up, everybody? Today I'm coming at you from beside a university quad, which for those who've not been to a university quad before, it's kind of like the main, I think the word's a thoroughfare. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about something that's a little bit more praxis than theory. So what's up, everybody? Praxis plebe here. I've been getting people to give me their information for the Bernie Sanders campaign. I wanted to talk a little bit about how easy that is in this presidential or election cycle, easier than it's ever been before. Because when I helped in 2016, we had to get some random app. It wasn't very good. And I had to go make cold calls on people's actual houses. Knock, knock, knock. Hello, hi, are you voting in the upcoming election? People are like, no. And then they slam the door and it's awkward. The Burn app has made it so that you can canvass anywhere. So, and I don't like to do it by myself. It's kind of weird to do it by myself. I like to do it when there's a couple other people. So just a little bit earlier, there were a couple of us out here, 2 or 3 of us at a time. And we're pushing an event that's happening here on campus for the Students for Bernie. But also, we're just basically asking a few questions for the Bernie Sanders app. So I wanted to give people a quick sense of how easy it is, how fun it is, and what some of the responses here have been like. So I'm in a red state. This is Idaho. I'm on Boise State University campus right now. And you know, in a deep red state, you got to wonder, is there going to be a lot of animosity? There's a little bit, but for the most part, a surprising, overwhelming amount of support from people who are locals. The people who are locals are a lot bigger fans of Bernie than the people I'm talking to from California, because a lot of the students here are from California, and kind of there's this thing. Idahoans all have this idea that the blue state is migrating here and is ruining everything because all the liberals are coming to the red state. But turns out most of the people I talk to from Idaho are for Bernie. So I think the thing that I mainly want to say is, like, when people are walking up, it can be really awkward. Like how do you engage with people who have earbuds in their ears and they're like looking at the ground and they don't want to pay attention. They don't want to acknowledge you. Even when I do get their attention, sometimes they hear what I say and then they just keep walking, right? And so I started switching it up. I tried a variety of tactics. One thing I started doing was like, hey, do you have a second to stick one to Donald Trump? And that one gets some laughs, even if the people are like, no. But sometimes it gets people who are like, actually, yeah, what are you doing? And then I'm like, oh, I'm just helping the Bernie Sanders campaign here by by filling out a survey. So if you have a couple of minutes, just ask you some questions. Then you take the person's name, you ask them, it's basically like voter registration information. And then you ask them what issues they care the most about, if there's any other candidates they care about, do they strongly or do they strongly support Bernie? Most likely, will they support Bernie? Do they not support him at all? And then, it asks them if they commit to voting and stuff like that. But this is data in the information age, which means power. Data means power in the information age. It's a real concrete way of helping. The thing that I've realized, though, is that do you have a second to stick one to Donald Trump one? It's kind of risky. You never really know who's like a big fan of Trump. And actually, some people who like Trump that I've talked to today are also for Bernie. So at the end of the day, I decided the most effective way, because it seemed to be working best for me, is just to kind of like lean forward, be like, hey, like acknowledge them by nodding and kind of waving and being like, hey, do you have a minute to help the Bernie Sanders campaign? And then they either say yes or no. And if they say no, then be like, oh, cool, have a good rest of your day. Or if they're like, I'm in a hurry rushing to class, you just say, okay, good luck, And I think people respect it because, it's like, it's a way of just like, they know that you're there for Bernie. They know that you're nice because you let them go without a hassle. I think it's overall like making a good impact here. So that seemed to be working out really well, and I'm just really excited about burning right now, because at the end of the day, for me, it's about the working class organizing and realizing that the ruling class does not have their interests at heart, and we're going to do something about that, whether through electoral politics or otherwise. Both. We're going to do something about that. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Feel a burn.